Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lion Guard Entertainment. I'm Brian, your favorite movie reviewer, and today we're diving into the adrenaline-fueled world of Furiosa. Rev up your engines, Mad Max fans. The wait is over. Furiosa has roared into theaters, and I'm here to tell you if it's worth the 9-year wait since Fury Road. Buckle up for a deep dive into this high-octane prequel. Mad Max Fury Road is one of the greatest action movies ever produced, with 10 Oscar nominations.
Mad Maxers, let's hear it! Yeah!
One of the delightful surprises of that original movie was that its most interesting character was not Max himself, but the brilliant and brooding Imperator Furiosa. That unforgettable character was destined to resurface, and now George Miller has given us this prequel, which is Furiosa's origin story. In this movie, Miller manages to craft an entrancing prequel that still surprises even if we already know of the bleak future it is guiding us toward. The movie is divided into 5 chapters that span a decade. It begins in a lush oasis in the middle of a desert where Furiosa is introduced as a young girl. Soon, a gang of marauders raids the oasis and kidnaps Furiosa. Her mother goes on a hot pursuit to get her back. Furiosa wants to not only break free but also get revenge on her captor, Dementus. The plot thickens as Dementus forms an unholy alliance with Immortan Joe, the main antagonist in Fury Road. Furiosa starts as a virtuous child, passes as a boy working in Joe's garage, and by the time Anya Taylor-Joy steps into the role, she grows into an ace mechanic, a skilled driver, and a fighter ready to take on Dementus. Chris Hemsworth plays Dementus, the main antagonist, and a larger-than-life character that is not Thor. In fact, it is quite the opposite of Thor in many ways. He is saddled with a terrible wig and an obtrusive prosthetic nose. He might be the best part of Furiosa. He is physically commanding, first as a swindler, then as a blowhard politician, and later as an emperor. The combination of Dementus wit, callousness, and cold calculations makes him an unforgettable villain. The most interesting scene in the movie is the one in which Miller unleashes a symphony of chaos in an extended desert chase, with Furiosa's oil truck becoming a mobile battleground. The stunts defy gravity and logic, turning the wasteland into a deadly playground. This high-speed chase puts George Miller in his element, ramping up the vehicular action to ludicrous extremes with wildly acrobatic stunts that feel inspired by Wile E. Coyote chasing Roadrunner. There are a lot of metaphorical references as the movie speaks to our present environmental, militaristic, and regressive political reality, particularly why we go to war and the fecklessness of the leaders who take us there. But you can always take away this layer and view it as a big, entertaining adventure movie. The film has its letdowns, such as the excessive use of VFX that is obvious at some points. Also, Fury Road acts on a subtler thematic level, which is saying something because of the visual language in that film. Furiosa goes one step further. Every line of dialogue flags the metaphorical importance of every scene. There is something lacking in the script as well. While Furiosa's thirst and motivation for revenge are entirely understandable and plausible, her story arc feels difficult to grip or disturb you in the way it is supposed to. However, it is easy to ignore these tiny grievances. Every large set piece feels necessary for the screen. In the end, the truest star of Furiosa is the post-apocalyptic world itself, with its dunes and towering desert citadels. There are more Mad Max movies in store, and with the way Fury Road and Furiosa turned out, I hope George Miller never stops making them. Furiosa gets 4 out of 5 stars and is a must-watch on the big screen. So what's your take on Furiosa? Does it live up to the Mad Max legacy? Rev up those comments and let me know. If you enjoyed this review, hit that subscribe button and join our community.